Hello guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Content Monsters, and in today's episode we are reviewing the Equalizer 3, which stars Denzel Washington reprising the ever popular Robert McCall. The rest of the cast includes Dakota Fanning, Eugenio, Mastrandrea, Gaia, Scodellaro, Andrea Scarduzio, Andrea Dodero, Remo, Girone and Sonia Amar. So, have you seen the Equalizer 3 yet? Let me tell you, it's a visual masterpiece from the start to the finish. The moment it opens, you're gripped by this intense scene in a farmhouse that literally drenched in blood, setting the tone for what's to come. And the cinematography, pure art. Robert Richardson, the genius behind the lens and an Academy Award winner no less, has outdone himself, perhaps making the most slickest, stunning looking action film in years. The setting also plays a huge part in it all. We are transported to this fictional Sicilian town, Altamonte, with its almost vertigo-inducing steep steps and this awe-inspiring church that's like a guardian watching over the town from these rugged cliffs beaten by the sea. The ambience is unreal, with everything from the quaint town square and cafe to the luxurious history-oozing mansions and classic cars. Even the villains' razor-sharp suits. It all feels enchantingly dangerous, pulling you in like a melody you can't ignore. There's one scene that just sticks with you. It's where the antagonists are there putting the scare into this couple. The way it's shot is surreal, like we've dropped into a dark, intense painting. The camera puts you right there with a terrified man in a wheelchair just outside the room, and you can feel his fear. Trust me, the scene alone is worth the movie watch. But hey, that's just one small bit. There's much more adrenaline pumping action waiting. We see Robert McCall, our tortured hero, portrayed by Denzel Washington, back at his game. Here's this ex-Marine and former DIA guy, tormented by his past and trying to balance the scale by protecting the vulnerable, the needy, the poor. And the story rockets forward when he ends up in Sicily, gets into a serious bind, takes a bullet on his back, but still manages to carry out his covert mission. Afterwards, he's in this small town, Altamonte, where a local cop, Gio, and a doctor, Enzo, patch him up. And there's this very soft moment when Enzo asks him if he's a good guy or a bad guy. And McCall says, I don't know. And that hits you hard. Now let's talk about the twists. McCall's digging his heels into life at Altamonte and finds out that the town's being crushed under the Mafia's thumb. There are these heavy-handed brothers, Vincent and Marco, who are calling the shots. They, of course, brush off McCall's warning to pack up and leave, which is not a smart move, obviously, on their part. Things get wild when McCall clues in his government agent, Emma, played by Dakota Fanning, and about some shady dealings which are tied up with terrorism. And just like that, it's absolute chaos where all the things come together and the action cranks up to a whole new level. You seriously get Sholay vibes here. It's like almost how Gabbar would terrorize the villagers, and you can almost hear the same kind of echoes in Vincent's threats. The showdown between the brothers and Denzel Washington is absolutely wow. It's raw, it's intense, and it's wrapped in this haunting beauty. As a send-off for Denzel's character, McCall, in what's said to be his last Equalizer gig, this film nails it. It's a ride from start to finish, and you wouldn't want to miss it. It's released in the theaters sometime back, and it's available on Amazon Prime Video for rent right now. It's clearly an actioner that you wouldn't want to miss. Denzel Washington at his absolute best, playing up one of his most iconic roles, and you will definitely keep wanting more, and you'll feel bad that this is in all likelihood going to be his last Equalizer gig. I would give this film a rating of 6.5 on 10. Yes, there are some action scenes which are overdone. There is a lot of creative liberty taken. But just for that man, Denzel, and the ambience, like I said, that has been created in this small town of Sicily, and that awesome cinematography, it is clearly a one-time watch. I would strongly recommend that you go watch this film if you haven't seen it. If you've seen it, do let us know what you think of it in the comment section below. If you liked the review, please do keep coming back to our channel for many more such reviews. We'll see you soon. Thank you.